my favorite hinge drills. And hinge is the position that you use when you're doing kettlebell swings, deadlifts, right? It's about going back instead of going down like it goes in a squat. So to practice keeping your upper body in a good position while you're hinging, you need something like this. In a gym, you use a PVC. At home, a broom handle is perfect. Any kind of dowel, any kind of long thing. You can use a foam roller if it's one of the long ones, but it's a little bit awkward because it's so thick. So I would recommend grabbing a broom. And really, this one doesn't have the broom on it, but you could absolutely leave the broom on it. Just make sure you're not around anything that you're gonna knock over, okay? So what we're gonna do is take this behind us and put it against our back. So the 3 points of contact that we're looking for here are the back of the head. So I'm lengthening the back of my neck nice and long to put the back of my head against this, the back of my rib cage, right, in between my shoulder blades, and then the back of my pelvis, my sacrum, that's right here. So these are the 3 points, and my goal is to keep these 3 points in contact with the broom handle the whole time. So what I'm gonna do is maintain this, and I'm just gonna take my hips back. My knees are gonna bend as much as they need to let my hips go back. I feel my hamstrings and my glutes floating, and then I stand back up. All right, really simple. Now, what you'll see is, if you're a low back rounder, you're gonna lose your back, right? So you'll see the space here, I'm not in contact anymore. So I wanna think about lengthening the spine and keeping it neutral to maintain that contact. The other thing we'll get a lot of the time is sort of the forward head posture. People will just lose their head. Their head will kind of go forward. So just think about pulling your head back, lengthening the back of your neck, right? Now, also, sometimes we're so rounded through our spines that it's really hard to maintain these, and as you go over, you'll lose both because your upper back is rounding a lot. So just think about flattening that out, reconnecting the points, coming back up. This is rare, but every now and again I'll get somebody who's a little overarched and their rib cage will come away as they go. They'll almost overcorrect, right, and drop into this. So just be sure that all 3 of those points, the head, the rib cage, the tail, as you go, right, you should feel, and I'm just gonna hold this with one hand for a second, you should feel your hamstrings and your glutes loading up so you get the back of your body engaged, which is super important to keep everything in balance. So practicing this to practice your hinge, you'll find that doing this for a while will be tiring, right? It's some work for your hamstrings and your glutes. This is an excellent warm-up drill if you're doing deadlifts, kettlebell swings, rows, anything that's going to put you in that position. This is also one of the fundamental movements of our bodies. So being able to do a good hinge, I think, is really important, especially for good back health. So try that out. Let me know how it goes.